Welcome to my NoodleTools introduction. This is Sarah Conbear, a teacher librarian at Rockridge Secondary Library Learning Commons. You can access our digital information at www.sd45slc.ca. From here, you can also access NoodleTools, as that is what our lesson is about today. So going to Citing Sources and clicking on the first link, Citing Sources with NoodleTools, will take us to where we need to be to begin. On this page, you will find a lot of information about NoodleTools, as well as 3 videos that will provide some information on how to get started. Today, I'll be covering how to create a project, but you can access the others here as well, how to share your project with a teacher or student, and how to add an image to a note card. However, for right now, if you could please click on the large bar, logging into the account, it will take you to the sign-in page. If you have not signed in before, you will need to register with NoodleTools. And here you will type in Rockridge and the password that I provided you earlier. Once you have logged in, you can fill out the information available. We encourage students to use their personal ID as well that they use for school, as well as the same password so that they can be consistent in that use. Once you have clicked the register button, it will take you into NoodleTools. Those of you who already have an account through NoodleTools just need to sign in using your login information. And once it takes you there, it will bring you to the main page. The main page is our projects page. So any projects that have been created will be listed right there. At the top, you will see along the header there, projects, dashboard, sources, note cards, and paper, and the others will be linked to particular projects. In this case, we are going to create a new project today, and I will call this my teacher example. We will be using MLA, though NoodleTools does also offer APA in Chicago, and we will be clicking on the advanced citation level. If students choose the incorrect ones, these are very easy to switch over. This immediately takes you to the dashboard of that page, which you can use in the future for sharing and collaborating and any project details that you'd like to keep track of. But for today's purposes, we are going to sources. You'll notice there's also a note cards and a paper page, as students can keep research note cards in NoodleTools and link this to a paper that will also be linked to Google Docs should they choose that. But for today, we are going to create a new citation. It shows us the various different formats that we might use, and I will choose website for my choice today. The website that I have is a blog, although you can see this makes students really consider what type they are using before they click on it, as it asks for different information. If they're not sure if they've clicked on the correct one, NoodleTools also offers ways that they can assess and evaluate their sources in that respect. I will click continue because I know this is a blog. Then it asked me to fill in the information. And again, this asks us to evaluate. So, NoodleTools is a web-based tool for note-taking, outlining, citation document, archiving, notation, and collaborative research and writing. And it covers this gamut and really forces students to consider what they are doing and what they are using. So the website that I'm using today is one actually that you might be interested in. It is written by Joyce Valenza, a very well-known teacher librarian, and she has curated several different sources and web tools for teachers and teacher librarians to use. So I am going to be posting that in there. Feel free to use that information. The date of the post is July 5th, 2017. So right now I'll be filling in this information to make sure that it all fits. And you'll notice that you'll have options. And as I click on these, it also shows up what I should be typing in here. So if students are not sure what goes into the blanks, NoodleTools explains that to them with the little boxes that pop up. What's also interesting here as well is that if students type in something that doesn't seem accurate, it will give us suggestions for correction. So for instance, title usage, it is saying I need to capitalize the sentence, the words in this sentence, and it went away. So we're good. Description of source can be changed, name of blog. Publisher of blog doesn't need to be noted if if the same as name of blog, and students will have the option then to save an add annotation or just to save. Once they have all of their citations, this will organize them alphabetically and it will format them. Students just need to go to print export, and they have their options of exporting to Word, RTF, or Google Docs, which is what we typically use. And once they give NoodleTools access to their Google Drive, it will just drop it right into their Google Drive and give it a file that is similar to the name of the project. Students will then be able to change it around, add to it, shift formatting if necessary. As you can see, long URLs don't always format the best. So oftentimes I'll just do a little bit on my own formatting. And once that is done, then the works cited is completed. And that is the basic, easy way of using NoodleTools. If you have any questions, please come find me in the Library Learning Commons, and I would be happy to help.